Good day from WA. Hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Margarete Miller's weekly collage assignment. And this is the last one for the year. It is week 52, finishing 1 week early because it started 1 week earlier last year. So this will be the last flip through of my 2021 collage book. I'll be starting a new book, of course, for 2022. I think it's going to be an altered book. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller than this one. Got a bit frustrated by the fact that none of the pages, it doesn't fit an A4 page. So it was hard to cover the pages. I do like the bigger size, but I'm also not going to do two spreads on the one. I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do the spread here and probably just have a collage with the prompts like Liz does from Buttons for Brains. I will kind of copy her idea because I think it's great that you have a little collage on the side and you have the prompts on the side, and then that way you can just do your page how you want and not have to worry about where the prompts fit or having to tuck them in. That should save me some time in collaging and trying to figure out where the prompts go and how to hide them. So this way I can do the collage and have the prompts to the side. I'm going to print the prompts on sort of different colored paper so they don't look so white. I don't have to ink them, and yeah, and just do a little collage. I don't know whether I'll do the collage before or after, so I was thinking I could collage with the leftovers from the page and make it sort of connect. So I might do it that way. Liz does her little collage first, then she does her page. I might do the page and then just collage with the leftovers put the leftovers on the other page, and that way then we don't have to think about whether the pages relate to each other or whether they the colors clash. And so this was where's the thing, that was 50 and this was 51. So a little recap in case you missed the last couple of weeks, but this was 50 and something that drips, something represents a person, a door, musical instrument, paint or ink, and a date. But I focused on the date, and so this whole spread is focused on the fact that this couple went on a date. This gentleman asked her out and took her to a midday matinee with the violin and afternoon tea, and then proposed to her. We didn't find that out until this week. So this week is the aftermath of the date, and we got to find out what happened, and we needed to find something underlined in red, formal portion, stitching pattern, postcard, washi tape, and something that sits on a table. Well, I had to make my story fit all those things, so I did end up fitting it all. And basically this is our lovely fiance. She is now engaged to this fellow here, and she's choosing her dates. She has her beautiful Argyle diamond pink diamond ring, a gift from her wealthy fiance, and a love letter or postcard, and it's a secret because he's has to ask his family first. So now we're up to this week and the last week of the challenge. So what I'm going to do is a double page spread because we have two uglies to cover. I probably should cover this before we start, so I'll pause and I'll just get this covered with bits of this, and then I'll come back because it's a bit boring, isn't it? Okay, we have the background, something put down that's sort of neutral and creamy coloured. These are the prompts. CW planner number 52, something with holes, something that is heavy, something stapled, a sticker, a book page or portion, and the bonus is a paint chip. Well, I can tell you we're not going to be doing a paint chip. I don't have a paint chip that matches my story or my colour scheme, so no paint chips. So we will be doing everything else. So what have we got? Something with holes. Well, my thoughts are possibly lace. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one. I've got a whole bundle of it, but lace has holes. I'm thinking of a pretty white lace. So actually that's really nice, isn't it? I like that. I didn't even think of that. But I do have others. I have these. All these white laces. What are we doing today? Oh, I wanted to show you this. I just seen it. You remember when we had this cameo? Let me find a picture of it. Remember this cameo that we had in the last week 50? We had this cameo here, and I was very attracted to it. And it wasn't until, let me show you close up, see, like that. It's a cameo brooch, and it wasn't, and we used it here. I cut it off, but it wasn't until I was editing or after editing. In fact, I was even watching it, that I sort of thought it reminds me of something, and it did. It reminds me of this. This is a cameo brooch I've had since my teenage years. It was a present from my mum and dad. Here we go. It's a cameo brooch. It was a gift from my mum and dad somewhere around 14th birthday, I'm guessing, something like that. It's really pretty. Look at that gorgeous rose. It's lovely. That's a necklace or a brooch. I don't know if I even realized that. It's beautiful. Anyway, so that's what that reminded me of, in that lovely orange. It's gorgeous. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to show you that. All right, moving on. Okay, so we have this lace, which looks really pretty down there. We have more lace. All right, so that's something with holes, something heavy. We're thinking a carriage. There's nothing much heavier than a carriage with 3 men on it, 4 people sitting inside, possibly gilt-edged. So we're thinking a carriage might be nice. And what else do we need? Something stapled. Oh, I don't know about that. We'll have to fudge something stapled. I don't know what that's going to be. A sticker. We'll have a whole bunch of flowers for stickers. We'll use 2 or 3 of these. Not too sure exactly. And I've got more. So I've got a whole bunch of flower stickers. Book page or portion. Well, that's already a book page, but quite likely we're probably going to have, these are my favorite at the moment, this beautiful church with the pretty flowers from that Victorian scrapbook that I've used for all sorts of things. Anyway, that's a piece that I've cut out of it, so I really like that. And ta-da, this picture is also from a book page. So I think she's getting married. I think we might have a wedding. Now, do you know how on television programs, quite often at the end of a series there'll be a big wedding, and then the series will finish, and so you won't get to see anything more until the next season. So that's what I thought. I thought it was quite fitting. I didn't plan it. I just sort of, it just occurred actually last week. We went on a date. I had not planned the future, and then I thought, oh, let's get engaged after the date. And then after I finished that one, I'm like, oh, let's get married. She can get married, and that will be the end of the series. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a double page spread of the wedding and possibly the honeymoon. We've got another church too. I like the one with the flowers, but if that one's too big, I've got this one for the church as well. It's Westminster Abbey. Woohoo! Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? That kind of coach and that kind of church. So yes, what did we find out? Where is she? We haven't got a very big picture of her. Annabelle. Annabelle is marrying the son of a baron, but he won't be a baron because his eldest brother will inherit the title. So he actually does have to work for a living, but his family is very rich. They have European wealth. They are traders and merchants, and they have a lot of connections, which is why he's allowed to have the coach, have one of the Queen's coaches for his son's wedding. So although he's not actually royalty himself, he's very much in the aristocracy and moves in those circles. And he didn't want to offend his father, and he wanted to make sure, because he was marrying a commoner, that it was okay to marry her and that the family would approve, because he didn't want to alienate them, because he would be disinherited if he alienated his parents. And yes, the lavish gifts and presents and things that he buys his fiancée all come from the family's money. So of course he didn't want to upset his father and be cut off from the family fortune. So very important to keep the family in agreement. So which church do they get married in? I don't know which one where that one is, but it's quite pretty. I used to love those flowers. What are they? Pansies. Yeah, I guess we'll have to start cutting out and posting them on the page to figure out where they're all going. And so of course they will be honeymooning in Europe, and so these are some of the places that they will be visiting on their extensive tour of Europe. So we need to cut those out. Okay, let's fussy cut all this out and I'll be back. Okay, so I've hand torn them all out, and so we have the coach that they'll be riding in. This is them coming out of the church because they're throwing the rose petals. And at the last minute, Queen Victoria stepped in and didn't approve of the family getting married at Westminster. So yeah, no, Westminster Abbey is reserved for royal members of the royal family, and so they had to get married in another church, but a very pretty church with lots of flowers in the garden. So they're very happy with that. So that's the church they got married in, and then they headed off to Europe. All these beautiful places, France, Vienna, what's that looks like, Croatia. They travelled all around Europe, and all around the edge is the other flowers, the beautiful white flowers that adorned the church. So yeah, very lovely flowers. And what I thought we might do is make maybe a kind of, oh, what do you call it, like a little thingy. Can't think what it's called at the moment. The word escapes me. Right, oh, here. One of the cluster. Well, now that I look at it, I can tell you what it is. It's a cluster. So yeah, I probably need to get some different fabrics. So I've got lots of lace. I like this one. So let's just cut a piece of that to start with. And I like this one. I've got those two. But let's have a little bit of frill. And so this is all the lace that she was choosing from to make her wedding dress, which Lotta lent her. Her good friend Lotta, of course, has been organising things for her wedding day, and of course she wants to have something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Even I did that in my day, so I'm sure they did it in their day. So something old, we have this piece of old lace. So this came off her mother's wedding dress, and it's a really old antique piece of lace. Well, I don't know if it is or not, but it's, in this case, it's slightly ivory coloured, and so that's something old. I'll turn this into a cluster. So we've got that. We'll figure out the top in a minute. Something new. Well, this is new. This was bought brand new from the shop. So that was some lace also for her wedding dress. Something borrowed from the Lotto box. In fact, most of the lace came from the Lotto box. So borrowed from there, you could say. Sort of. Don't know if it's really borrowed. To borrow, you'd have to give it back, wouldn't you? What can we do that's borrowed? I have to think about that. This is something that's blue. I also have some blue ribbon. I might tie a bow. So something borrowed. Think about that one. Okay, well, I had this out because I wanted to have this as a kind of a dangle on the page. So this is a diamond and pearl pendant that will attach to the dress, and it's borrowed from her fiance's family. It's not actually a gift, it's borrowed for the day, because it is, you know, and I know a lot of the aristocracy do that. They lend each other their jewels and things to wear on special occasions. So this one's a very expensive diamond brooch type of thing that's going to pin to her dress. That's our something borrowed. I don't know if it's going to stay there, but it's borrowed, so of course we'll have to give it back. Okay, so what we should do first now is make the cluster. So I've got some pieces of satin. Didn't know if I should get some coloured fabric to have underneath, but really I just really wanted you know, kind of, well, it's not going to cut, won't cut butter. And this one doesn't rip very well, so I don't know, maybe a little bit smaller than that. Make that the base. And we have some of this satin. We have some of this lace. So this is in the lace giveaway. So if you haven't seen the giveaway video, then head over to the lace giveaway video. I'll put a link in the box in the description below where you can enter to win some of these laces. All these laces are in the giveaway. So yeah, we're doing lace on this one as well. All right, so it's going to be a bit too big. So what we might have to do is cut that off here. That's our something old piece of this one, which is something new. And this one. And this one. Don't know about that one now. Oh, maybe we can put it underneath. Alright, so I might need to reorganize this because I don't like that. So this is a bit of the bridesmaid trim. Yeah, I think we'll go with the bridesmaid one. Okay, because the bridesmaids are going to be in blue, or one of them is. They've got a blue, a peach and a green, but we're focusing on the blue at the moment. Cool. All right, so then what we would do, so I'm going to staple that all together here. Not yet, because I might need to make it smaller, and then I'm going to glue that on top of the staple. Okay, that's that theory. And then we'll probably need some sort of a gem or something in the middle, something pretty. We'll have to look for something, I think. Okay, let's do that there. All right, so let's anyway, we're just going to say that they're all there. They're all moving. Maybe I should have stapled them already, because I could always trim them after. Yep. So let's get in view. Staple that there, there, and there. Cool. It's not going anywhere. Excellent. And now we can put our frill on to cover it. All right, let's glue this on with fabric glue. Yep, I think we're actually going to put the glue on here. It's just going to go over there. And then some on this. And then I'll go through my jewellery and see jewellery bits and bobs, see if we can find something pretty to go with it. There we go. Strange sort of looking cluster, but we're going to have that there. Yeah, we do have the flower, but I don't think the flower works. We could put the borrowed item. Wow, that looks nice. Let's take it out of its thing. Oh yeah. It won't be connected if we do that though. That's what holds it together. So we might have to just cut it off, I think. And then I'll probably connect it with a bulb pin. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we'll just disconnect it. Disconnect it here. do that. Let's glue that to that, like at an angle, so it stays like that. It's got a great big pearl. I think it will just be borrowed, so it might have to go back. So let's connect that with a bulb pin. We've got something shiny. No, not really. We'll use this sort of, oh, got that one. Kind of needs silvery looking one to go with that. Didn't get silver in that little collection. I've got white, that'll do. Perfect. Okay, little white bulb pin. I'll just okay, then we can attach that. Something easy. Oh, we can do it up here. Oh, one piece didn't make it. Oops. Okay, let's just attach that to here. I think we'll leave that one off. I don't think it matters. It's turned around the other way now, but it's supposed to go that way. But I've done it wrong. So anyway, it's going that way now. Okay. All right. So in here we've got something borrowed, which is not here. That didn't make it either. This one. Oh. Right, so this is something borrowed. This was something old. What's the saying? Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So we need the old. Okay. Let's fix that. Okay, and so what we'll do is we'll just go back under here and staple it. There we go. Biggest cluster in the world, but we have got something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Flowers going around the outside to decorate the church, kind of thing. Oh, I guess we better have that here because we need to know where that goes. Gonna go there. Croatia's going there. No. Venice, I don't know where that is. It's going there. It's going here. All right, so in the background, what could we have? You know, we could either stencil, or what have we got? Something with holes. We've got lace. Something that's heavy, we've got a carriage. Something that's stapled, we've stapled the lace. Stickers we've got, and these are all book pages. So we can do whatever we like now. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to stick more paper down or more things down. I'm thinking maybe we'll just stencil some nice gold stenciling in the background. So I'm going to remove all of these pieces, find some gold. Oh yes, we'll use our nice shiny gold. Use our brush. Okay, I think I quite like that one. Yeah, we'll do that for now and see how we go. This one's too big. Let's start with this little, because I think this will be quite nice. We might do that along here, on this border here. I think we'll just go everywhere, and whatever shows through, shows through. I don't think it matters too much. It's kind of like, I'm going to turn it into sort of wallpaper, similar to what's kind of already down. Oh yeah. I wonder if I need to put some on the actual, on the other one, or just leave it on the cream. Put it on the other side. It might look a bit, well, I suppose when you, by the time you put the other pieces on at angles and things, it won't look so much like it's in a line, because there'll just be pieces poking out, won't there? A little bit more random throughout here, so it's not so much of a straight lines. Oh, now it looks like almost like one piece of wallpaper. Now that it looks like wallpaper, I like that. All right. Oh, I need to ink the edges. I haven't thought up where this is going. Cut it out and ink it. It'll be nice next year to just, you know, when we finish making the picture, we then stick all the leftover bits and pieces down and just put this down with it already in a coloured colour. A few less jobs to do, make it a bit easier. Gold edger, that's what we were using. Oh yes, now it looks gilded, lovely. Okay, that's what we'll do with the rest. Although I must admit the gold doesn't go on this very well. Maybe we won't use that. I'm going to use the normal ink on this, just because it's the gold, I don't know, it sort of smudges and doesn't look as good. So we'll use the normal ink just to get rid of the white edges and give it a little bit of age, because it is supposed to be in the late 1800s. So their wedding pictures and postcards would look a bit old, wouldn't they? This was their wedding album, of course. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Somehow I moved the light in front of the camera, so I'm not too sure. Oh, hopefully that was not too much missed. Don't know how long it was like that. Sorry. I haven't stuck anything down yet, so we're just talking about the whether we have this lace on here. Now that we've got that lace, do we just put it where the carriage is? Do we have it over across the whole bottom of the page? I think I might like it across the bottom. So I think, because it's going to be really hard to make it fold, I think, so the best thing I think to do would be to cut it right into that seam and glue it down there. Just have a little bit of the edge, I think. Carriage go over the top? No, I think this is going to go over the top, so therefore we need to glue the horse down. We're going to use art glitter glue. I think we'll start with the middle. Okay. Alright, then we can put it on here. So we're going to loosely do that because we want to have that underneath a little bit. Yeah, see, look at that, it's beautiful. The edges disappear. Alright, so now we're going to put the lace just on the edge of that and the edge of that. So that's easy enough. Touch it into there and then move it up. It's right in that crevice. It's right on the edge of that there. Perfect. With this one, but we will take it down a little bit, I think. Just here. On that edge. A little bit down there, but I'll just smush that down a bit. Alright, so now we've got that flower on, we can put this one on. Not like your normal collage, it's more of a pretty scene to go with the end of the book. But anyway, it's nice. I like it. So those two, I don't know if they were supposed to be going under, but it's too late if they were. Okay. So we can stick that one down there. That's going there, and that's going there. Let's just put it that way for now. We're having a flower here, are we? I think so. I think we're having that one here, like that. Let's snip off that edge in a moment. Okay, and then this. Let's just touch that at an angle. Just take it away from the center so it doesn't crease as the book folds. There we go. It would be better if it was slightly more overlapping, but we could have left that a little bit, not gone so low with that, but never mind. Fridge is creaking and the dog thinks it's a burglar. I don't know. It's not much of a guard dog. People come to the gate. The guy that helps me with the gardens, he comes and dog just says hello, then goes back and goes to sleep. Yep, it's okay. Must remember to do this. All right, last three, and we need to put some flowers down. Flowers have to go first. Okay, this is easy with lots of stickers. I like it when it says stickers because I bought lots of them. And then this one. Oh, that one came straight off. There we go. Okay, so this one we're going to, well, we can have it tucking in like that. So we just need to glue around the edge there. Last time I did it this way, I glued it to the thing, so I won't go quite so close this time to the edge. Can quickly check these. Okay, so that's okay, we can leave that one down. Cool, that one's going there. Okay. I'll just take a tiny bit more off this one. Look like palm trees, it might not be. It might not be France, maybe it's Spain, I don't know. Okay. Just a bit more off this side. Yeah, that's better because it's smaller as well. It fits in with the sizing better. Lovely. Ooh, isn't this nice? I like it. Snip off that. Now, I think we can glue it straight down to the page. It's right on the corner, so hot glue is another way of doing this because that would make sure it sticks very well, especially when something's heavy. Oh, that's where it's going now. All right. Okay, there we go. I think I'm just holding it so it doesn't look too shiny. Okay, let's check the prompts. So here we go. CW Planner number 52. Something with holes. We have the lace. All of it has holes. I'm going to hold it up because you probably can't see it. So there's heaps of all the different laces. Something that's heavy, and the horses. Of course, we've got the lace all along the bottom, which has holes as well. Something stapled. Well, we stapled all of the little cluster together. a sticker, or we have flower stickers for the flowers that would be in the church all the way around. And we have all the pictures are from a book pages, and we don't have a paint chip. So we finished, and if you didn't follow the story, and if this is the first time here, the last 2 weeks we had a date. So this girl was on her date, Annabelle, and her date, and then at the end of this date he proposed to her, and so in this one they got engaged, which was the following week. This was week 51. There's videos for these two. So this is where she got engaged. And then on this one, she's getting married. So she's marrying her very wealthy, he's the son of a baron. So his brother will be a baron, and barons get called lords in the UK. I don't know everywhere else. He won't be a lord, but he comes from a very wealthy family who have a baronetcy in the UK. And he's very well connected, allowed them to use the Queen's carriage for the wedding, but Queen Victoria stopped them from going to Westminster Abbey to get married. She said no to that. You can't get married at Westminster Abbey because you can't get married at Westminster Abbey because you're not royalty. So that was cancelled, but they found a beautiful church from her hometown, and that's where they got married. And there was beautiful pansies growing in the church gardens. And of course they went on their honeymoon and travelled all across Europe because he's very wealthy, and France and Spain and Venice and even Croatia, all the way over to Croatia. And over here we have this. So what we did was we have something old, which was this lace at the background, which was from her mother's wedding dress. Something borrowed, which was this beautiful diamond brooch, which his family is full diamond. It's been in the family for a long time, and her future mother-in-law lent it to her to wear on her wedding day. And so that's something borrowed. Something new. This lace here was bought new from the shops, and something blue. A little bit of the bridesmaid dresses. You can see the bridesmaid dresses here in blue. So there you go. We fulfilled all of the requirements, made them fit the story. We didn't do a paint chip. Paint chip doesn't fit. We're not having a paint chip. And there you go. Wow, we have completed the 52-week challenge. In this book, it goes from 29. That's not too bulky. I should now take that out. So let's see how it closes and how it works. Because we might be able to leave that there if it works, if it closes okay. Oh, look, that's not too bad. Cool. Quick flip through. Just because I like doing a flip through. This is the last time for this book. So yeah, this is the book. I love doing all of these. They actually love them all. It's probably only one that I really not keen on, but yeah, they're all pretty good. That's the one I'm not keen on. I need to add something to that. I just don't know what yet. And a nice postcard here that stays there. So we've got some actual vintage items there. Yeah. And then we're up to our date, the engagement. They're so pretty. Aren't they pretty? I really went all out pretty in the end, didn't I? Oh yes, a little engagement ring. I think these have to be my favourite. And then we have the wedding. Woohoo! A wedding with the wedding flowers, the church, bridesmaids, the carriage to the church, and the honeymoon, and some of her wedding dress, and the jewellery that she wore as a brooch on her dress. There we go. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being with me. Please join me next year for the Margarete Miller 2022 challenge. I'll be starting it very early in the new year, and then every week from then on. Remember to head over to the lace giveaway, and you can win some of this lace. In fact, almost all of that is in the giveaway for the main prize, not the jewels. But the rest of the pieces are in the lace giveaway. And so I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thank you for your support and a very Happy New Year. And so from Margarete Miller Weekly, I won't be seeing you until the new year. However, for those of you doing the Christmas challenge, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.